Hi everyone, this is Josh Ward running for the 2018 U.S. Senate seat in Massachusetts against Elizabeth Warren. Yesterday, Congressman Scalise was shot at a baseball game. A 66-year-old man took it upon himself to open fire at this baseball game, wounding four others, including a couple of Capitol police officers that were part of Congressman Scalise's detail. The 66-year-old man who started the shooting was killed by return fire from the two police officers. Now, I don't like violence. I don't appreciate violence that can be avoided, But you have to wonder what made the 66-year-old man do this. You listen to Nancy Pelosi and Paul Ryan, and they call out and say, oh, when this happens to one of us, it happens to all of us. But what Paul Ryan really means when he says something like that is he means Congress itself. He doesn't mean the people of the United States. Because if this 66-year-old man was half as informed as some of the people that follow along with me and follow others like Debbie the Sane Progressive, we know that our Congress doesn't work for us. Our Congress is against the American people. Even now, President Trump is working on getting rid of the ACA, pushing through his own version of Trump Care again. He's sending warplanes to Qatar, selling $12 billion worth of jets, and sending them to the Middle East to cause even more harm and death. Now, as I said, this shooting is a terrible thing. And our Congress tries to pull our heartstrings and pull on that sympathy card to make us feel bad for them. But what many people haven't heard, what many people haven't seen in the mainstream media, because they're not going to tell you this, is that the United States military, which has been bombing Syria for quite some time now, for the sake of the Rothchilds banking system, and for the sake of big oil and putting a pipeline that they can control through Syria, they are using phosphorus bombs on a city filled with 40,000 children. 40,000 children. Now, if you don't know what a phosphorus bomb can do, it is an incendiary device. It will burn you literally to death. And this is the kind of mass destruction that you would picture Hitler doing, but it's being done through our country under President Trump, and it's not just him. It's the military-industrial complex that looks to profit off of the continued wars and the continued death. So when Congress and Paul Ryan and Nancy Pelosi and all these senators come together and they try to make you feel bad for Scalise, it's a terrible thing. But when our Congress lives by the sword, you can expect to die by the sword. I mean, that's an old saying, but I believe it's true. And I believe things happen for a reason. I think Paul Ryan and the rest of our Congress, and President Trump even, should seriously take this as a warning, maybe from a higher power, that the way they have run this country, it has not been to the betterment of the people of the United States. It has hurt people badly. And as Trump continues to run things, it's only going to get worse. They need to take this into account. There's good and bad karma in this world, and right now our Congress has nothing but bad karma. Killing children, destroying nations, all for the profit of the 1%. We can do so much better than this. As a people, as a state of Massachusetts, as a country, as a planet as a whole. We have the technology to feed this entire planet. There are energy technologies that have been held back by big oil. We can push forward. We can make a difference if we change things. I'm running against Elizabeth Warren because I want to get this done peacefully. I want to remove Elizabeth Warren. I want to remove our current Congress. There are plenty of good and decent people running against our Congress right now in 2018. And we have to elect them. It's not going to be easy. We have to get them on the ballots. We have to fight for independence. We have to fight for third-party candidates. And, you know, every one of these new candidates we get elected, every one of them that we put into office can make a difference, can save lives here in the United States. We can end poverty. We could put an end to putting people in prisons for profit. You know, whether or not we still have prisons for profits, prisons make bank off their phone calls, off canteen, which is their snack bars and stuff that the inmates get to order from. And, you know, our country is a mess. The world is a mess, and we're leading the charge right now to, you know, destroy this planet. Trump right now, he's removing all protections from the EPA, and, you know, we are in the late stages of capitalism, so everything's being chewed up, eaten up, and it's all to keep the rich rich. It's not the world I want to live in. It's not the world I want to leave my kids. I know it's not the world you want to live in or the world that you want to leave to your children. We can do better, and we can take our country back. We can make a difference. So, please, let's find a peaceful way to do this, but you can't stop everybody. And that's why I urge Congress. It is time to change your ways. I urge Elizabeth Warren to stop lying and manipulating the American people and to actually be a real progressive. To support people, the Native Americans in North Dakota, rather than the oil pipelines as they run the people over. To help the people of Flint, Michigan, that are finally prosecuting people that poison their water, poison their children. We have to keep fighting back. This is our land. We're the land of the free, and we are the home of the brave. We can stand up, and I'm standing up, and so I know you can do it too. This is Joshua Ford running for the U.S. Senate and Congress in Massachusetts in 2018 against Elizabeth Warren. I look forward to continuing the fight to the future of rebuilding democracy with your help. Thank you.